Narcissists don't fully realize their bad actions. Hey everyone, welcome back to our corner of YouTube, where we delve into the intricate world of narcissism, navigating narcissistic relationships, and embarking on the journey of healing from these complex dynamics. Today's topic might seem a bit peculiar, but stick with me because we're diving deep into a question that's been swirling around in many of your minds. How do narcissistic individuals seem to know their behavior isn't great, yet remain oblivious to it at the same time? It's a paradoxical puzzle, but one that's worth exploring. You see, over the years of doing this work, I've received countless questions and comments that all circle back to this central theme. Take, for instance, the story of a person whose father exhibited rageful and unempathic behavior, yet somehow felt offended when called out for it. Or the instances where a simple social media post sparked a reaction from narcissistic family members, as if they could sense the subtle implication behind the words. So, do they really know what they're doing? Or are they simply oblivious to their own actions? Let's unpack this intriguing conundrum together and see if we can shed some light on the inner workings of narcissistic behavior. So, what people are hinting at here is that narcissistic individuals, deep down, are somewhat aware of their own unpleasant behavior. It's a bit of a head-scratcher, really. These narcissists aren't disconnected from reality like someone who's gone off the deep end. Nope, they're fully clued into what's considered decent behavior. They might even scoff at it, saying things like, "Do I really have to go through all the small talk about your baby and your parents before we get down to business?" They know the social norms, but they're just not interested in following them. Their sense of entitlement and their lack of empathy or concern for anyone but themselves means they'll go through the motions, but they're not invested in it. They're just out to do whatever suits them best. Now, here's where it gets weird. In some cases, it's almost like these narcissistic types are baiting people into calling them out on their behavior. It's like they're hoping someone will just come out and say it straight. Like, "Yeah, Dad, you're being a jerk," or "That quote totally fits you." But if you take the bait and confront them, get ready for a flood of gaslighting and deflection. Suddenly, it's all, "I can't believe you say I'm a jerk or call me a narcissist. I've done so much for you." It's the same old song and dance. When they start catching on, it feels like you're playing a game of cat and mouse with someone you'd rather avoid. Like when her dad kept probing, "So you really think I'm a jerk? I can't believe you think that, or do you think I'd do something like that?" Obviously, they know they're guilty as charged. They're trying to rope you into a conversation that's impossible to escape because, frankly, it's the wrong conversation. But it's the only one that matters to them. They're not really bothered by being seen as a jerk or selfish or self-centered. What bothers them is that other people might see them that way. That's the crux of the matter for them. It's not about understanding why you think they're a jerk or what they're doing to earn that reputation. Nope, it's all about them being shocked that you see them in a negative light. But deep down, they kind of suspect you do see them that way, so they're not entirely clueless. They know they're not exactly doing the right thing. They feel entitled to their behavior. However, when it comes to taking responsibility for it, they're not so keen. That's when the whole shame and anger cycle kicks in. It's much simpler for them to turn the tables on you and make you out to be the bad guy, the ARVO, than to really take a hard look at their own behavior and understand why you might see it as toxic or problematic, or that they're just plain rude. How you handle this depends on a bunch of factors, like how volatile or even dangerous this particular narcissistic person is, and how much you can handle their ongoing manipulation, abuse, and denial of reality, and how likely they are to actually change. And honestly, I wouldn't hold my breath for much change. Now let's talk strategies. One option is to say, "Yes, I think your behavior is awful, and here are the specific things you do that are a problem." You focus on their actions, not on labeling them as a jerk or narcissist. For example, if they're always late and then blame you, you can talk about how that makes you feel. But going down this road is like stepping into a lion's den, as I talk about in my book. You never know how they'll react. It's a gamble. Some people in narcissistic relationships might do this as a kind of test, to see if things can change. They'll confront the issue head-on, or even try couples therapy, but honestly, I don't recommend it. It's risky, and it often just ends up causing more pain. Another option is to keep pretending everything's fine. No, you aren't a jerk. No, that post wasn't aimed at you. It's a way to keep things as they are, but deep down, they probably know they're not behaving well. It's frustrating for you because you know they're aware of it, but still won't own up to it. It's like they're getting away with it, and it's even worse because they might even feel vindicated when you reassure them, no, it's not about you. But that doubt lingers. Those are pretty much your choices. And let's face it, both options are lousy. That's just how tough these relationships can be. Narcissists push boundaries endlessly. While empathetic people might recognize when they've crossed a line and adjust their behavior, narcissists just keep pushing. They won't stop until someone puts a halt to it, or until you remove yourself from the situation. Sometimes, when they ask if you think they're being a jerk, or if a post is about them, you might think they're showing insight. But really, it's just suspicion. They know they've done something others don't like, but they lack the awareness or concern to do anything about it. It's a tough situation, and I hate to dampen hope, but I have to be real here. Stick to your radical acceptance. If anything, let yourself feel some anger, not because they were toxic, but because they were more upset that you noticed than they were about fixing their behavior. Narcissistic people often know deep down, especially when others start catching on. They're good at hiding it behind closed doors, but once it starts coming out, they're more concerned about who's onto them than actually changing. These relationships are draining and not worth your time. If you found this insightful, show some love with a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more eye-opening content. Also, check out the free book and one-on-one consultation linked in the description for further support. Take care, and thanks for being here.